Both the conference and the exhibition celebrated the achievement of Lady Murasaki Shikibu, a lady-in-waiting to the Japanese Empress Akiko at the turn of the 11th century, and the author of the tale of Genji, which has become, through translation, not only a Japanese masterpiece, but a classic of world literature. There is perhaps a delicious irony in Murasaki's male counterparts disdaining the use of the native vernacular in favor of the classical and, they thought, more literary Chinese. For 1,000 years later, it is her work and not the arid productions of her forgotten male contemporaries that survives. We may assume that she agreed with one of her characters when she wrote that the impulse to write was to give an account of
things that happen in this life, which one never tires of seeing and hearing about, things which one cannot bear not to tell of, and which one must pass on for all generations.
She wrote of more than the intricacies and intrigues of court life. She explored the nuances of human emotions, the way they are reflected in the delicate and changeable hues of the seasons, the elements that personify human qualities, the faithfulness of the durable pine, the fragility of the cherry blossom, the poignancy of wisteria. In short, she provided a rich vocabulary of images and scenes to depict, describe, and evoke human feeling. The women portrayed in the story are of special interest, not only because the author was a woman, but because they embodied the ideals of Heian society: beautiful, refined, delicate. They were also strong-willed and wily in a world dominated by men.
As the embodiment of Heian society, Murasaki created a fictional prince, Genji Hikaru, the son of a Japanese emperor. His story, as told in the tale of Genji, is not only a unique chronicle of delicate passions in 10th century Japan, it has provided the inspiration for Japanese art throughout the centuries. Part of that legacy can be seen in the background panels, reproduced from an album of illustrations on loan to the exhibition.
On loan from the Shinenkan collection, the album is the creation of an anonymous artist of the 18th century. It is the only item in the exhibition which illustrates all 54 chapters of the novel. Many of the scenes depicted in other pieces on exhibit find their counterpart in the Shinenkan album. Though Genji illustrations in miniaturized style and small format existed before 1600, it was at the turn of the 17th century that illustrations of the Genji became fashionable collector's items among the well-to-do. The album leaves seen here measure 5 inches by 6 inches. Painted in color with gold on paper, they represent an extension of the polychrome miniature format developed in an earlier period. In this scene, taken from chapter 22, titled The Jeweled Chaplet, Genji is depicted with Murasaki, his favorite, sitting to his right, picking out robes for his other mistresses.
With the approach of the new year, he turned his attention to festive dress and appurtenances. He himself reviewed all the colors and cuts upon which the finest craftsmen had concentrated his skills. Vast numbers of things, he said to Murasaki. We must see that they are divided so that no one has a right to feel slighted. Such sheens and hues, he would compare what the fullers had done to this purple and that red.
The girl Murasaki is inwardly trying to imagine the personalities of each mistress from the colors and patterns that Genji selects.